Okay, so now we're going to learn how to solve a percent problem. And we're going to be solving all of our percent problems using proportion. So solving using a proportion, we're going to be looking for some key words. We're going to be looking for the words is, of, and the percent sign. And our proportion is always going to have the number that's next to the word is in our numerator, and then the number that's next to the word of in the denominator. So let's take a look. So here we go. We have the problem, what percent of 90 is 65? So if I'm reading across this problem, I see the word what percent. That tells me that my percentage is unknown. That's going to be my variable, my x, because I don't know what it is. Then I see the word of 90. So of is next to the number 90. So that's going to go in the denominator of my proportion. And then finally, I see the word is next to the number 65. That's going to go in my numerator. So we're going to set up our proportion. What percent? The percent goes up here. So I don't know that. That's going to be my variable. Of 90. Of is in the denominator. So 90 goes down in the denominator. Is 65. Is in the numerator. So 65 goes in the numerator. And our percents are always out of 100, right? If you get 100%, that means you got full credit. So out of 100. Now the rest of this is just review from chapter 5. We're going to use cross products to solve. So we're going to cross multiply. 90 times x is 90x. 65 times 100 is 6,500. And then we're going to divide by 90. So at this point, we can use our calculator. 6,500 divided by 90 is 72.2 repeated. So again, once you get to the division, you can use a calculator just for the division, but you must show all your work. So I have to see what numbers you got and all the steps, but the division may be done with a calculator. Okay, let's try another one. So it says, what percent? So again, I do not know the percentage. That is going to be my variable. Of 140, of is going to go in the denominator, is 21. So 21 is going to go in the numerator. So now I'm ready to set this up. What percent? X goes in the percentage. Of 140, 140 goes in place of the word of. Is 21, 21 goes in place of the word is. And percents are always out of 100. So now we're just going to use our cross product. So 140 times x is 140x. 21 times 100 is 2,100. Now at this point, again, you've shown all of your work. You may grab a calculator just to do the division. So into my calculator, I'm typing 2,100 divided by 140. And I get the answer x equals 15. Again, you must show all your work, but you may use a calculator just for the division. Okay, it's really important that we're showing all those steps. All right, let's try another one now. This one's a little different. So again, I always just read across the statement. It says 15 is. So 15 is going to go in place of is. 30%. So 30 goes in the percent of what? Uh-oh, that means we don't know the of. That's going to be our variable. That's going to be what we're solving for. So we set up our proportion. 15 goes in place of is. 30 goes in place of percent of our x. We don't know. And percents are always out of 100. So now we're going to do our cross products. X times 30 is 30x. 15 times 100 is 1,500. We're going to divide by 30. And at this point, if you need to use your calculator just for the division, you may type in 1,500 divided by 30, and we get x equals 50. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do some practice problems. Let me know if you need any help.